Alright, so as promised, here's the video on the dungeon. I actually did it on time like I said I was going to, which is an achievement for me. But, so the boss dungeon here, so you have to make sure you have a restart available or else you won't be able to run the boss dungeon. So I had used up all my torches from yesterday, and then I just click start anyways, because when you start the boss dungeon, it resets your endless dungeon too. So if you have progress on your endless dungeon you aren't wanting to lose, don't run the boss dungeon yet. Keep running the endless dungeon, get those boss keys. Your keys aren't going anywhere and you'll be able to use them up real quick. So if you don't want to restart your regular dungeon, don't be afraid to hold off on the boss dungeon for now. But at some point you're really going to want to do the boss dungeon because that's what the heck? I'm not driving. That was weird. So I'm going to start anyways. Select 5 keys for the first floor, 10 for the second, etc. I'm just going to do the first one because it's actually pretty hard. So pick the heroes you're going to use. Swap through. Who do I want? Yeah. It's set up just like a regular boss floor. I guess take that into account. You have all the bosses revealed. On the first difficulty, there's only 3 floors, but look at the difficulty of these heroes are actually pretty. I mean, this is only floor 1. Floor 2 gets even harder. Floor 3, maybe it's just the level I'm at, but I'm like actually struggling, which is not good since I usually don't struggle at all with boss dungeon. But on the first floor, now this is just for easy mode. On the first floor, you'll get a shard for Sand of Chaos. Second floor, you'll get a shard. And the third floor, I think you get 3 shards. So it's going to take a few runs to unlock Sand of Chaos, but it looks to be worth it. And as soon as I get that Sand of Chaos unlocked, I will do a video on that. Oh, so I got 2 on this one. You know what? I don't know the floor drop rate anymore. I could have sworn I got 1 last time, so it might vary as to how much you get. Now, once you defeat all 3 floors of the boss dungeon, you'll notice you have your torches here that you use regular torches in the boss dungeon. This is according to any guild perks you have and your dungeon level. So my guild perk gives me 20 extra torches. Dungeon level 25, so I reset and I started with 45 torches. You want to make sure you have a lot of torches if you're good enough to survive. I'm not to the point yet where I can totally just wander around the whole thing and not be afraid of dying. But all the item drops in here, most of them are purple. If not, they'll multiple blue scrap drops. So really good item drops in here. So you're going to want to go and get any of that you can. Really helpful for gear-wise. And once you finish the 3rd boss, you've completed the boss dungeon. It says you've won. Hits you back to the main dungeon screen. This one right here. And it gives you all your torches back. So back to 45 torches. And it looks like it lets you run. If you have enough keys, you can run the boss dungeon multiple times in a row, and each time you run it, you'll go back with your 45 torches, so you'll still get your endless dungeon run for the day. Just make sure you do boss dungeon first, because you need the restart in order to trigger it, because it cancels out your endless dungeon. It's built like this, so you don't run a boss dungeon, go into the endless dungeon, then do a boss dungeon and get your torches back. So they just formatted it so you have to start with boss dungeon, do as many runs as you want, and then go into the endless dungeon. I really like it because I get my endless dungeon run And I'm also able to run the boss dungeon as many times as I want, as long as I have keys. So it makes a nice little addition to the dungeon. Good drops, everything. And I'm really curious that I want to know how the rat, it looks like a mutant standing scary rat, but that looks pretty cool. I hope you all enjoy the dungeon. If you have any questions on this boss dungeon, please let me know. It's a new game mode. I know not a lot is known about it, but I'd love to help, or any videos you want me to come out with or anything, just let me know. Thanks and enjoy. Good luck with the boss dungeon.